Throughout this series of briefings, we have covered many pieces of the advanced technology of the hunters known as the Predators. One piece of technology is their Wrist Gauntlet, specifically the Wrist Computer. It is one of the most impressive pieces of technology that they have, and this briefing will cover its uses and potential for advancing the human technologies. Remember, subscribing will allow you access to all of our Predator data files, and clicking the notifications key will grant you access to our data files on the alien species called the Xenomorph. In a very broad manner, we can describe the Wrist Computer as a fully integrated control system for the Predator's equipment and self-destructive systems, mounted on a Wrist Gauntlet. In order to faithfully describe the Wrist Computer's functions, we must have a look at what a Predator can control with the computer. It's seen on a number of occasions that the Predator will use the computer to alter his visual spectrum. This is best seen when the city hunter uses his Wrist Computer mounted on his gauntlet to see the infrared lights that the team of US agents were using to help capture him. He does this by cycling through the various different visual frequencies until he finds one that gives him a good representation of where his prey is located. When it comes to the Predator's weapons, one weapon in particular can be controlled with a fair degree of accuracy as far as we are aware. The Plasmacaster, for example, can be activated and deactivated via the Wrist Computer. The Super Predators possibly used the Wrist Computer to alter the frequency and power of the blasts from their own Plasmacasters, as the Berserker Super Predator is seen to utilize a rail-based plasma can with 3 barrels instead of 1. It's possible that the Wrist Computer can control the rate of fire from this weapon as well as the intensity of the actual blasts. There is a more or less universal consensus that the Predator's audio systems integrated into the biomask can be controlled through the Wrist Computer, allowing the hunter to record audio from its surroundings and play it back through some form of speakers. This will allow the Predator to disorientate its prey and strike without mercy. It's this system that most likely allows the Predator to learn human speech, at least to a very limited degree. This is demonstrated at the end of Predator, where Dutch asks the Predator, "What the F are you?" and the Predator replies in kind. The Wrist Computer is connected to an arm-mounted gauntlet, as previously stated. This gauntlet is packed with other technology, that being the Plasma Flechette, a small Plasmacaster mounted behind the Wrist Computer, the Predator's Self-Destruct system, which for all intents and purposes is a small tactical-grade nuclear warhead inbuilt into the device. This in itself is extremely sought after by the Weyland-Yutani Weapons Division, due to the fact that this incredibly powerful device is packed into nothing more than your average tablet size. And the rare retractable impact enhancement system, or as it is commonly referred to, the Power Punch Glove. It has been suggested that the Wrist Gauntlet is fused to the Predator's body and directly connected to the nervous system. However, myself and other researchers do believe that this may not be the case, as we have seen several Predators without the gauntlet mounted on their arms. It's possible that the Wrist Gauntlet is also acting as a power supply to most of the Predator's technology. This includes the Plasmacaster, although in the first film it does appear to have a large power pack system on the back, the Plasma Flechette, which is a possibility given how close it is mounted to the gauntlet. This is seen in the City Hunter in Predator 2, as well as possibly even the Predator's biomask, as there are cables that appear to run from the shoulder guard to the mask. There is also a holographic system integrated into the gauntlet. This system allows the Predators to have a visual guide to potential prey, or, as in the case of Royce and the Crucified Predator, a limited form of communication. Basically, Royce wants to leave the planet, and the Predator agrees by showing Royce an image of Earth. As far as valuable technology goes, the Gauntlet, and by extension the Wrist Computer, is the most sought after. Unfortunately, the Predators have a code of honor and conduct that doesn't allow for their technology to fall into the hands of other races, in this case, us humans. But we will acquire one sooner or later. There are endeavors to capture a live Predator for biological study, as well as capture the remainder of its technology, hopefully even a starship. The compact nature of the Predator's technology in regards to the Wrist Computer, the self-destruction system, etc. will allow us to advance our current level of technology by several hundred years in a matter of months if we can acquire this technology. Those who watch this briefing have a duty to humans all throughout this galaxy to acquire this technology, hand it over to Weyland-Yutani R&D so we can truly build better worlds for humanity. Remember, subscribing will grant you access to all the Predator data files, and clicking the notifications button will grant you access to the data files pertaining to the alien species called the Xenomorph. This is Weyland-Yutani R&D, signing out.